Man, after that debate the other night, I get out here on the TikTokies and the social medias, and man, some of these big creators are just down. Some Debbie Down. Is that a hawk? It's a blue jay. Anyway, I mean, just Debbie Downers. It's the end of the world. It's over for Joe Biden. That was a horrible performance. He ain't coming back from that. Something wrong with him. He needs to be replaced. All this stuff, that's nonsense, y'all. Joe Biden had a rally the very next day. Out there in front of thousands of people. And you know what he was? He was that same dude there at the State of the Union address, Jacked Up Joe. He was Jacked Up Joe again. I mean, he was full of energy. I mean, just loud. I mean, speaking off the cuff. He wasn't reading from no teleprompter. I mean, it just a bundle of energy out there. So there ain't nothing wrong with him. He's just fine. He's just fine. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to do that. You know what, though? I've got a couple scenarios. Here's what I think happened, y'all. Now, I ain't no conspiracy theorist or nothing, you know what I mean? But, I mean, I don't know. I thought maybe Joe Biden, one of these scenarios, he needs to investigate his campaign staff. He might have one of them Russian moles or something in there on his staff and see what happened whenever Trump was back there in the back room doing him a little of some Adderalls or something before the debate, and he sent one of those Russian dudes over there to slip something Biden's water. But that could have happened, y'all. I ain't saying it did. I'm saying that could have happened. That could have. You know, we are talking about Donald Trump. And anyway, and Russia, and well, it's the same thing. Anyway, that could have happened, what I'm saying. And now another thing is the rules. It could have just backfired right there in Joe Biden's face, you know, with no crowd being there and stuff. See, Joe Biden's used to, you know, whenever he's in a room with just a handful of people, just talking to them, you know, hushed tones, trying to act like a civilized human being, acting respectful, stuff like that. Well, see, that didn't play well on a big debate stage like that. And that could have been the problem, too. See, because Donald Trump, see, he's used to, whether he's standing in front of a couple thousand people at a rally, just standing up there and telling bold-faced lies to everybody, fully confident why he does it, see? And he'll do that in front of a couple thousand people. He'll do it right there and just a couple of people. He'll sit down across the table from people and tell them big old fat lies with full confidence. Because, I mean, that's what he is. He's a big, fat, bloated, orange, syphilised up, lying sack of shit. And we all know that. Everybody knows that. So, anyway, he's comfortable just telling lies right there in front of a couple people, a couple thousand people. Don't matter. Anyway, that's another scenario. It just kind of backfired in his face. Yeah, I think Joe Biden's perfectly fine. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to go out there and rally the next day like he did and act like a young man again, like he did there at the State of the Union address. Jacked Up Joe. He did that the very next day. So there ain't nothing wrong with him. All this talk about he needs to be replaced, we need a new nominee, it's too late for that, see? That ain't nothing but chaos is what you're asking for. So all you big creators out there ought to know better than some of the stuff you're saying out there. See, we got to get behind him. I don't care if he's on an oxygen tank and in a wheelchair. This ain't about Donald Trump. This is about Christian nationalism, Project 2025, and the complete destruction of this country if we don't get 100% behind Joe Biden. So, I mean, you larger creators out there, y'all need to, you know, pipe down about all that. Is that a hawk again? Oh, no, it's a robin. Anyway, y'all just need to settle down, okay? Get behind Joe Biden. Like I said, we'll weekend at Bernie's his ass if we have to, okay? I don't care if he's in a wheelchair or on an oxygen tank. We're pushing him across the finish line because we're saving this country from Project 2025 and Christian nationalism because we'll never have the opportunity to get it back if we screw up and let it go. All right? The man's just fine. He ain't going to slip up like that again, all right? Same thing happened in 2020. He performed miserably in the first debate. Then he come back and kicked Trump's ass twice in a row, all right? So settle down. Get behind Joe Biden. The man's perfectly fine, all right? Inmate Trump 2024.